Alright, hey everybody, this is WildBlade from Creative Media Vault in Yokohama, Japan, and let me go ahead and check my stream just to make sure that this is running, because I'm running this from Streamlabs. But yeah, I said I was gonna start doing cosplay builds and like more streaming during the daytime, and I'm finally getting to a point where I'm able to start doing that. So I hope that you guys will like what you're seeing on the stream. Give me a second, let me check a couple of my pages, so I'll make sure that my Patreon and everything is all up and running. So I've got to load all of that in. Oh, this is some new artwork that I just dropped on. Dropped last Saturday, I think. So it's not just artwork. You can actually read the article here. So read one of the excerpts from my WildFIRE book. This is where Alex and Shannon meet for the first time. But yeah, today is gonna be like a very quick stream. Just to get one in. Like I was supposed to start streaming at 11 o'clock, but I'm still kind of getting my schedule worked out. But I do plan on streaming 2 times a day. Once during the morning hours, which will be like for my game development and for my creative stuff, cosplay building and WildFIRE lore explanations and stuff like that. You know, introducing you guys to all of the new characters and like the games and stuff like that. And the other one will oh yeah, like here's the new one. And my late night streams will be like for like normal gameplay and like playing Overwatch, playing I recently got into Genshin Impact, so I'm gonna start playing that regularly and stuff like that. So let me just check the sound on here to make sure that the stream is picking up the microphone, because I noticed that it didn't pick up the microphone last time when I was doing my game stream for this one. So I think some people had a hard time like hearing. We're still going to be streaming the development of this game as well. This is Ryukage Run, which is the current game that we're building from my WildFIRE expanded universe. So basically, everything I'm going to be doing in the morning time will be related to the WildFIRE expanded universe project that I'm working on. And so you guys can definitely look forward to that. So we're going to be making video games, making comics, doing like character profiles, doing all kinds of stuff with this as I expand this universe. And so if you haven't been to my Patreon, so far, like you'll definitely want to check that out, because I'm actually posting more stuff about the lore, and building weapons and doing more game dev and actually putting more character profiles. Then I've even got like a wallpaper store up there now. So if you're interested in purchasing owning some of the original wallpapers from this series, you can definitely do that, and that would help support this channel and my Twitch streams and all of that good stuff. Yeah. So but this stream is going to be more centered toward what my next project, which is going to be recently I've been like doing cosplay building, and I've started getting into games like Marvel Rivals. So, like one reason I've selected Marvel Rivals and Genshin Impact and like Overwatch is because I love the character designs in these games. They are amazing. I'm totally into them. And like I'm figuring, well, since I'm going to be building cosplays for my WildFIRE expanded universe characters anyway, then I might as well start building cosplay for these cosplay weapons for these characters. You know, just as practice and stuff like. So, what I'm going to start, I've already started kind of working on some of these. So the first cosplay that I want to build is going to be Psylocke's arm gauntlets here. So, this area right over here, and when you're playing, if you haven't played Marvel Rivals, I highly recommend it. It's like one of the best games that they've come out with, because it was developed by a lot of people, a lot of the original core members of Overwatch who left that project, and they started this one later. So this is like one of the funnest games that one of the most interesting and funnest games that I like to play recently. So and they have a lot of good weapons and a lot of good armor designs in here. So I'm just going to go crazy on this. And this is one of the characters that I play. It's Psylocke from the X-Men, and I'm really fascinated with her arm gauntlets. So I kind of want to build that out. So what I'll be doing probably is I'll build maybe 1 week or one month I will build a WildFIRE character prop. And then the next month, or when I finish with that, the next one will probably be from a major. Will either be from like a Genshin Impact, Marvel Rivals, or Overwatch, or another game that I like. So this is me like kind of sketching out what I've got planned for this gauntlet so far. Hold on, let me check this. All right, yeah, just checking, making sure that that works. So, yeah, so this is kind of like the design I'm going to be going with. It's a little bit big now that I notice because it's going to have to fit. This is her crossbow. This is Psylocke's crossbow from the game. So she has a psionic sword. She has a psionic crossbow that just looks awesome, and it's attached to her arm gauntlet area that I was just showing you earlier. So I want to get like hip deep up into that this week and just like start working on building this out. And fortunately, my girlfriend is into cosplay building as well. So for about 20 some years, I was with a partner who wasn't into anime games or like any of that stuff. And so now like my new partner, we play video games like all the time. And like she likes sewing and stuff like that. So normally I'm chilling over at her house on the weekend anyway. So like she's kind of into one. She's never actually built cosplay, so she's starting to get into it now. So we'll probably start working on this one together this weekend. The last cosplay that I built was actually this from my WildFIRE universe. So these are, and you can check this out on Patreon because I actually posted some pictures and talked about that. So these are the Tiger's Eye moon blades from my WildFIRE expanded universe. So let's see, I'll go ahead and turn these things on so you can it's got electronics in it and everything. So pretty happy with how this build turned out. So got my so you can kind of change the color on it and stuff. But these are the weapons of the Wind Clan. Some of the um, these are the Tiger's Eye Moonblades. So just to give you guys a quick rundown on the type of cosplay that I'm going to be building from my WildFIRE expanded universe. This is kind of what one of them looks like. And this weapon belongs to Nikki. So let's see if I can find her. That's my latest post. So this weapon, that's Vincent. I'll be doing something with him later. Here's like an actual timeline of the WildFIRE, like the history of the Ryukage universe. This is me playing Genshin Impact and playing Marvel Rivals. Some T-shirts from the Nerdy Urges online store. I'm actually rocking one of those right now. So this is like my Chibishiaki warrior. But if you like the character that you're finding on my Patreon, then you can like stop by the Nerdy Urges online store. This is a preview, and this is a preview from the book or an excerpt from the book that I put online for free for people to read. And this is like a CDULO game. Some of you are probably already familiar with that. So this is a game I was working on for my Kickstarter, about 2 years ago. I'm still developing it, but it's kind of at a slower pace. And so I'm looking for this is the RPG game that I made a long time ago. Okay, so this weapon this is a post about the weapon that I just built, the one I'm holding in my hand right now for the Tiger's Eye Moonblade. So I took a vote on Instagram and on social media to see which weapon people wanted me to build, and this one was the one that most people voted on. So I went ahead and built that out, and it turned out like really really well. This is a weapon from the Wind Clan of the Ryukage, which you can kind of find the character profiles, uh, for um, for that. Here's the poll that I posted for to see which one people wanted me to build. Yeah, so you can find more information about that. This is me building, actually designing this weapon, and prior to building it out. It's all based on my own comics and novel and games and stuff like that. So you should definitely check out this post. But let's see, the Wind Clan. This is basically the forefather of the Wind Clan. His name is Shinji. So I just posted some new artwork about him. So I'm gonna be building traditional weapons from the Ryukage series, as well as some of the futuristic technology weapons that the main timeline characters actually use. So his great granddaughter actually uses these weapons because she's not strong enough to handle the traditional weapons yet. So she built her own version using nanotech and futuristic technology. So that's what these are. And so yeah. So since I've already built one Ryukage a member. Oh, by the way, if I get enough votes, I'll build a second one of these and I'll send it to my patrons. at the giveaway. So I'm gonna be giving away some of these. So this is just like the main template in the master, and then like I'll start taking votes to see which weapon people want me to build the most and which one they like the most. And then if they're a paid member of my Patreon account, then I'll go ahead and like build a second version of this and ship it to them like internationally. But since I've already built a one Ryu Kage weapon, which turned out very well, then what I'm going to do is my next project needs to be something from like one of the popular games. So like that's why I've decided to go with Psylocke's like arm crossbow. So yeah, I'm not really going to do too much with that build on the stream right now because I have this area set up for building, but I don't have a good like camera set up to where I can actually stream and type and pay attention to comments while I'm doing that. So my computer is going to be sitting over here, so I've got to figure out a better layout for like streaming my cosplay builds. But right now I'm just kind of letting you guys know what's going on. So like Psylocke has always been one of my favorite X-Men from the comics anyway. Like so I think Jubilee, Psylocke, Jubilee I like her because she's got like a lot of unexplored potential. Psylocke, I like her because she's like just a mysterious ninja type, and she's pretty smart. Uses her brain a lot. Rogue is also one of my favorites. But in the comics, like Betsy, man, she's got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, like she's been cloned. She's got like, I think she's been cloned 2 or 3 times. She's got like some heavy drama, which most X-Men characters do. But so I always like to play her in Marvel title games, but when it comes to Marvel Rivals, I found out that she is like yeah, she is so good in Marvel Rivals, and I love the way that they've done her, the way that they've designed her character because usually in the comics she doesn't really get like such a technical upgrade. But when it comes to like Marvel Rivals, like because it's based on the same style of Overwatch, they went ahead and like pulled out all the stops for it. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, but that's just if you haven't played Marvel Rivals, like I said, you should definitely check it out, or at least check out some of the gameplay videos for this girl because like, well, for all of the characters because they did them up properly. I was very impressed. You can also check out my YouTube channel because I'm posting videos of where I'm playing these like all the time anyway. So they're always releasing new skins. So because they're always releasing new skins, that means that I'll never run out of cosplay ideas. So yeah, you should definitely check out the gameplay for this girl. Let's see. Creative Media Vault. So if any of you are playing Marvel Rivals, then I would like I would like to know like which characters are your mains and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, so like here's one of my shorts of me just like running around. I think I'm getting ready to get like a bunch of kills here, but oh no, actually this is my first or second time playing her, so I kind of sucked at this time. But like even just looking at her movement, and like looking at her movement and the fact that she can go stealth and like get behind enemy lines and like start dealing damage is like really a good really a good gameplay mechanic for her considering her character from the comics. And also like I like her playstyle because it mimics some of the the playstyle of like a few of my WildFIRE characters too, who are also kind of in the ninja vein. So like her fighting style kind of is similar to Shannon's. Like who is another character, another character that I'll be building weapons for soon because that was the second most requested one. Yeah, so yeah, this is why am I getting like whoa, hold on. I'm getting like some music on my stream. Hold on. Is that my Spotify? Yeah, that's my Spotify. I just kicked in for no reason. I don't know why. Sorry about that. But yeah. So hold on. No. Like you should not be playing anything. All right, there we go. So yeah, my Spotify that was on my phone. I don't know what happened. So um yeah. So like that's my posting schedule and stuff like that. So let's get back on topic here. All right. So All right, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing. So you can look forward to me like starting to build this out. So once I get my room set up, and once we get Snowy's place set up for cosplay building, I'll set up some camera. Then you can actually watch me do the build for these type of weapons, and that's gonna be like really fun. And also like I'll be while I'm building weapons and stuff, I'll be talking about the WildFire expanded universe and like talking about lore and stuff. Because there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot going on here with this. So and many people aren't really familiar with the storyline yet. So that's why I'm posting a lot more on my Patreon, including like timelines and like breakdowns of gods, demons, like dragons and stuff like that that are connected to the storyline and the games that I'm currently building at the moment. So yeah, you should definitely like stop by and check those out. I've got a lot of free content on my Patreon at the moment. There is like some of the more hardcore stuff in the character profile. They're going to be locked behind a paywall, but like I do want people to like be able to come here, enjoy themselves, check out the merch for free, and like just kind of chill and leave comments. I am going to be setting up another Discord server for this WildFire expanded universe as well, because right now my current server had a was originally designed for a different purpose, and that was like to help game developers in Tokyo and Yokohama like come together, help them find jobs, help foreigners find jobs in Japan, by doing like like mutual gaming projects and like art projects and just kind of hanging out and doing events. But now that I'm like in Yokohama and I've got my studio, I finally got my studio space, which is awesome. I want to really kind of focus on just building up this universe the way I always planned it to be. So I've got so I'll be building another Discord server probably like next week that will just focus on the WildFire expanded universe. So for those of you who are on my stream and who haven't become patrons, this is the post that I posted that I dropped yesterday, which is like the Ryukage WildFire timeline. That just gives a general overview because the WildFire expanded universe is broken into different timelines. Well, actually, different key events. So this little short infographic gives you a general flow of most of the historical events that hit before the end of the main book. So this will take you from the creation of the universe, like some of the key points of the creation in the universe until like the time skip at the end of book one. So I actually have a published novel, WildFire Legend of the Ryukage Book One, Volume One, which starts from the end of the Ryukage era here, and like goes until we start meeting the main WildFire storyline characters. So that novel is 504 pages, and I think you can find it on Gumroad. So actually, here's the book on Gumroad right here. So you can actually like come read it online. So if you go to wildfire3gumroad.com, you'll find like the original novel, and then you can also read the two prequel comics for the Ryukage for free. So the Ryukage, this is the game that we're actually building right now. So I'm actually building the video game in Unity for this comic, and that's kind of what you're looking at here. So I'm still like a designing template, working on like the inventory and stuff like that, and that's what I'll be doing on my Monday and Tuesday like daytime streams, is building up the game for the comics. And like in this game will also be introducing like new characters from the Ryukage time period, so Ryukage timeline. I have like so many Patreon windows open. So, and then after that, after all of that, we'll start like getting into the other main timeline stuff. Where's my other Patreon thing at? Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. So like Thursdays cosplay building, like doing art, doing cosplay building, showing you guys how I'm actually making these like cool weapons and stuff like that. This one right here is not totally mobile. It does have like the other I do have like I do have a battery attached to this because I haven't built this one out for actual events yet. So in order to do that, I just have to cut this part off and then like rewire the lights. But I like to be able to reuse my lights when I'm doing an initial build or doing drafting phase, and then once I have a build that I like, then I'll go through and invest in the full electronics for it. Yeah. So that's kind of what you're seeing here. And the cool thing about this is that like not only is it a character prop, but I can also like just change the color of this thing whenever I want. So depending on the environment or the lighting, so I can get different effects with it. This is yellow. It kind of looks green though. I don't know why, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on here. So yeah, this is what I will be doing on Thursday. So mostly cosplay building, talking about WildFIRE lore, letting people who are non-members of my Patreon read read stuff that's normally locked for my Patreon members. Yeah, now I think about it, but yeah, this is a fun way to like build the community. So yeah, this is there's a lot of stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on here. But, I do want to keep in line and keep in the vein of also because I am playing regular console games like every night. So tonight is Thursday, so I should be playing maybe Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6. It's kind of like a fighting game night for Thursdays. But I'm since I'm just now getting into Genshin Impact, I might come home and like jump in that to get just to progress with the story a little bit more. Um, so in the meantime, I'll just be dropping more characters, more lore, more new artwork on my Patreon for people. This is Alex, yeah. So I'll be like dropping more epilogues, more sneak peeks and stuff like that. So for just to like start familiarizing people with that. Also, like I just created a Blue Sky account not too long ago. So like I am dropping a lot more on Blue Sky, and I'm like not really messing around with Twitter that much. I post on Twitter as a secondary source, but I'm not really so into it anymore since a certain like billionaire idiot just bought it and like turned it out. So I'm doing more posting on Blue Sky, more and on Instagram and stuff like that, and using TikTok a little bit more to push the storyline and the characters. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So I just kind of want to make a nice stream about that because like I said, I was supposed to start at 11:30 or sorry, at 11 o'clock, and I just did not make it. So sorry for that, for starting an hour late. And this is supposed to run until about like 1:30 because I have to work from like usually from 3 until about like 8 or 9, until about 8 p.m. But since I have time, I just wanted to get a quick one in. Um, that's it. Also, I might start playing League of Legends again. I just downloaded League of Legends, so I can start getting some gameplay in on that. Because I used to play that one a lot, but then I moved to a place I didn't have like good Wi-Fi, so had to give that one up. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff planned, but mostly during the daytime, building, creating this universe. So this image that you're looking, these two images that you're looking at here, these are AI generated, of course. So because I wanted to see what AI could do with the original concept. So this is the original concept of Alex and Shannon fighting. That was like I did this I designed this in like 2006 using what was it Maya, I wasn't using Blender at the time, so I was using Maya 7, and then I was using like 3D Studio Max. I was using like Poser and like Daz 3D. I don't know, I don't even know if those guys are still around, but yeah, that's what I was using when I created this. So I actually like was creating like little short clips and movies, for for this, for my novel, before I launched it, before I published it. And it's all like really really embarrassing I think but like you never know how this stuff is going to work out. So even if you are a creator and you're just getting started off, or even if you've got like if you're a creator who's been working on a project for years that just feel and it feels like you just dropped it, or you haven't had a time to look at it, don't get discouraged because technology is always moving. And like with today's technology, it might give you an opportunity to revive some of your old stuff. And that's kind of exactly what's happening with the WildFire expanded universe right now. Like I had to let it go for a while after like some family, like because of work and family stuff in Japan, as well as like some like unfortunate family stuff with my brother back home in the USA. So I didn't have like, so I had to let the project go for a while, and I was just kind of doing like game dev just to give myself something to do. But then and before I was actually pitching the story to companies. I mean, like when I was writing the book, I was actually pitching the storyline and the characters and game concepts to actual agents and like people in like Hollywood, and like I was like writing like literary agents and trying to find people to partner up with me and like game dev studios and all of this stuff. So I pitched a lot, but like a lot of people really liked the concept, but they didn't want me to like they wanted me to give up creative rights for a lot of it, and they wanted to be able to change certain parts of the characters and change this and that. So, and I wasn't willing to do that because I'm very uncompromising when it comes to the story flow and the characters, because I know how each character lives, how they die, what their grandchildren are going to do. And a lot of these characters that you'll find in the storyline, especially like Vincent and like some of the others, are very personal to me, for a lot of reasons, because this story has been developed over a very long time. So, a lot of the characters that many of the characters that you'll find in my WildFire expanded universe are actually based off of like some real people that I either knew or like that somehow influenced my life. That's why I do not want like if I'm that's why I've kind of given up on the idea of like working with a company or like trying to sell the idea, because I don't want them to corrupt the characters just based on like some popular trend or whatever is happening at the time, because like the characters are written that way for a reason. And if they mess with my characters, that means that won't end well for any like studio that tried to do that. So, but that because I'm like so loyal to the story and so loyal to the characters, that also means that I have to do everything like kind of myself. And that's why I have to be so creative with promotion and stuff like that, like making merchandise and like trying to like push the characters out, because like I don't really I feel responsible for each of the characters that are in this story for a number of reasons. And so that means that over the past like 20, 30 years, I've basically been making very slow progress, because like I didn't find a place or an agent or a company that I felt like I could really trust to keep the story intact. But now technology has caught up in a lot of ways that will allow me to do that. So, like, what do I have in my online store products? Oh, okay, I need to start posting more in here. But yeah, so like this is like my Patreon page for online store products and stuff that I've already created based on the storyline. But now that technology is caught up and we have AI and stuff like that, I'm like, well, do I really need agents anymore, or do I really need to pitch to companies and stuff? So I've I stopped doing that like after I published my first book anyway, really, except for my Kickstarter game. So but now that that AI is here, and we have the advantage of being able to use that, especially if you're a solo creator who's working on original IP stuff, then I think like I think that's a viable tool to use if used properly. A lot of people still don't like using AI, and I understand why. AI is not our friend, right? If used incorrectly. So, and unfortunately, I'd say like 80% of the people out there who are posting stuff, who are like in 80% of the companies that are using it, are not using it correctly. That is dangerous. So instead of like they're using it to like rip people's work, they're using it to like just generate news stories so that they can save costs and stuff like that. And AI is not going to go away, unfortunately, because it's too convenient. Humans will always trade convenience for safety. It's their nature. So, even if they know that it's detrimental and will create problems for them in the future, if it is convenient at the moment and will save time or money at the moment or give some kind of benefit at the moment, a lot of times like people will overlook the future risk and like just kind of leave that for the next generation to deal with. In my case, I'm not really that type. So like when I'm using AI, all of my AI generated images are actually based on my own artwork. So I use my own original artwork or like previous artwork that I've had like commissioned. Like from the comics, I did hire an artist to help with that. But like I use all of my original artwork to WildFIRE story artwork as the base prompt for anything that I create. So using AI, and that's my method. So even this T-shirt is from one of the Kurogami dogs. Well, the first Kurogami that attacks the Ryukage clan, or that attacks the Morita clan, right? And so this T-shirt, the art in this T-shirt is AI generated, but if you go on my Patreon, you'll actually see where that AI generated image comes from because it comes from original sketch in the book, and AI just made it prettier. So I feel decent using AI that way. I don't feel decent just like, oh, I need a three-legged character and just like running out there typing in I need a three-legged character that's purple and like getting like an image and then like just taking that image and like throwing it into like my storyline or my book. That's not how I roll. I don't really like that stuff. So like what I'll do, I do use AI for like concept generation, but I never use a like straight up unless it's prompted off of my own artwork. I never use a straight up AI generated like whatever for and just throw it into the story. So if I use it as a concept, then I'll take that concept and I might take two or three or four of them and like then I'll like mash them together and like and then like make my own adjustments to it before I post because like and you're even if you're like a film producer or whatever or a writer, a lot of your concepts are going to come from like previous concepts anyway. So like you shouldn't just rip somebody else's work and just claim it as your own. That is just blatantly wrong. But at the same time, like you can get inspiration, and so like but everything that you'll see on my Patreon page is usually inspired by my own work, my own concepts, or like even like artwork that I was creating back in like 1989, 1990s and stuff like that are basic are where these images are coming from. So where my AI comes from, and I feel comfortable using it in that capacity, right? So yeah, what else did I want to talk about today? I'm just kind of talking to myself because I got like I started late, so I don't really have so many people to chat with. I think, which is cool. For my Streamlabs as well, like I did notice that while I'm streaming on PlayStation 5, I actually get notifications, but like sometimes I don't get notifications for when I'm just streaming straight from Streamlabs, unless I'm like doing something in game like League of Legends. Because League of Legends has a chat, but a lot of times if people are mailing me on or chatting with me on Streamlabs, then I don't get it until after the stream is finished, and I don't know why that is. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, but that's kind of what is going on here. So definitely check out my Patreon page. Check out the WildFire Expanded Universe because that's where you're going to see a lot of these a lot of my cosplay builds and construction projects are going to be related to this. And either related to this or like I said, related to popular games. Oh, this is Shannon. She is gorgeous. So I have the original sketch for her like somewhere around here as well. Like almost AI did a good job on this one. It's almost the exact same face. It's just like much better, and minus the headband. Um, yeah. So and like I'm always trying to make sure that people can find the character profiles and the information and what they're connected to in the online store and stuff like that. So and what game projects they were assigned to. Oh, I archived this one. So this is a game that I archived a while ago. Yeah, this was a mobile game that I created for WildFire. Like back in I think 2014 or 2013, 2014, something like that. So there were actual WildFire like mobile games, but I just got tired of trying to keep up with all the change in the App Store all the time. Because it's freaking exhausting. Like you're in the middle of building a game or something, and then Apple comes out, hey, we have a new iPhone, and guess what? iOS is going to be updated too, so you have to like switch all of your stuff at Xcode, and that just got like I got tired of trying to keep up with that. So, oh, thank you very much. I'm getting comments on my other posts. Like, yeah, so, yeah, so just kind of casually talking. I'm not really going to build anything today because I wouldn't have time because, like, it's almost 1 o'clock in Japan time. I got to start getting ready for work. So I might jump off of this and maybe play some Marvel Rivals because, like I said, I do need to get more. I am going to be building this cosplay, so I do need to get a few more references for her arm gauntlet. So, Snowy and we're just going to build the arm gauntlet for this. So we're going to build the arm gauntlet and the crossbow that she's kind of using to like kill people right now. So, give you a couple of like. You can check out my full video, my full gameplay video of this on YouTube or on Twitch. Yeah. So yeah, this thing that she's using right now to shoot people, that's what this is. I think drew it a little bit too big, so I might like have to scale it down quite a bit. Yeah, before I do the actual build. So because it looks like it's pretty small in her arm. I wanted to make it bigger though. So the design that I have actually like comes past the elbow for this because I want to have this light up. So this will be lighting up pink when the cosplay build is finished. So like it'll be like this color or maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely like check that out and like let me know what you think. Do you think I should like do it for a full arm build or maybe half arm build size? Let me know. And because I'm gonna try to fit that into a gauntlet. All right, and I don't know what this is like. Stop. All right, so that's gonna be it for this stream. It's almost 1 o'clock, and sorry I got started late. And so for the next daytime stream, I think I'm gonna be doing like working on this game. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Do I have anything like for Friday? Oh no, I might just be playing like video games for the morning stream as well. But I do need to do some catch up on this game build because it is coming along. The Ryukage Run game build because it is like starting to come along. One reason that this game build is taking so long is because I'm using a template. So this game should be built. Should have been built already, to be honest. But one reason why this is taking so long is because I'm actually using this game I started using this game to teach game programming to kids every week. So like I'm helping them build their own game projects, but I'm using this, I'm kind of building this game along with them so they can like see how the code works. So that's why this game is taking so long to build. Originally, I was just gonna build it out and like make it playable and have it finished. But since I like teaching kids, and I figure like it would be good for them to like be able to play this game, like kind of experience building their own games while playing this game and like seeing how things work along the way. Then that's why this game has not been built yet. So like I'm kind of waiting and building this a lot each week. So every every Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday I'm like I've started a like creativity and game programming class for kids in Tokyo or sorry in Yokohama, and I've got like a couple students that show up that are building their own games. But first, before they start, before or while we're building their games in class, basically I'm showing them how I'm implementing each step for this one. So that's why this game is taking so long to like actually reach a good playable point. Actually, it is playable though. I mean, like we got, it's just not to the level where I want it to be. So I mean, she's got weapons and stuff like that, like basic stuff. So and I'm just playing this over and over and over again. So she's got weapons and she can kill enemies and like she can do all kinds of stuff. She can run upside down. She's got messages already because these are already built to the template, right? So she can actually clear this, and like she has another weapon that she can use. This is her fan shot. So for those of you who have watched my who've been on my Twitch stream for a while, you'll know that these weapons are actually part of my Spirits of the Lost Winds game. So all of these are just default in the package. I think this one has a homing like function to it, but there's no enemies to home in on the screen. So yeah, that's why game is taking so long. I'm using it to teach kids how to do like basic 2D game programming. So I'm like, well, like while they're building their games, it's only fair that they watch me build one along with them, and then if they have problems with the code that day that we're implementing, then I can just like go ahead and like hook them up with the code that I just built in the class for my own game, and they're confident that it'll work. So that tends to work fairly well because a lot of the kids I'm teaching are like pretty young, about maybe elementary school, so it's a good time for them to get into like programming and technology here because honestly, like Japanese schools are so behind on that, and so a lot of the kids just are not getting any kind of like technical training at all, and because the parents are like, no, 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 you must like continue to like learn English. I'm like, you do realize that we have like translators and stuff like that, so I'm trying to focus on teaching them like more skill based stuff that will help them find jobs in the future because they're going to need it. So that's why this Ryukage Run game is taking forever because I'm not working on it like solely as a sole like project every week. I'm like, okay, I'll be using this to like to teach kids. So all right. So, anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. It is 1 o'clock on the dot at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop off of this one, but I will definitely be back later on tonight playing like either a fighting game or Genshin Impact. I haven't decided which one. I was playing Overwatch last night, so if you like that game, you can like check out my stream on YouTube and on Twitch. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out my channel, and I will be streaming like very regularly. Please stop by my Patreon, as I mentioned before, because I've got a lot of stuff going on there. And like, if you like anime, sci-fi, any of that kind of stuff, then you will definitely love what I've kind of got going on here. Also, like, stop by. I've got some free iPhone, smartphone wallpapers on my Patreon page as well as some paid version. This is the paid version, but if you go there, I'm like doing giveaways of like of WildFIRE ExU character wallpapers, and I'm actually doing like some merch giveaways as well. So for example, a couple months ago, I gave away one of these. So this is Nikki, the character that these Tiger's Eye Windblades belong to. So I gave away this metal print back in November, and like I always get two of them, one for myself and then one for whoever I'm giving one to. So I will be giving away this type of merchandise as well as like T-shirts from my Nerdy Urges online store as well, with the more patrons that I get. So definitely like stop by, check out to see what I've got. Check out the online store to help support the channel. Download some wallpapers. Follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and stuff like that. And I will see you all again on the next stream. Probably playing Genshin Impact tonight. Yeah. I'm still kind of burnt out on like Street Fighter and Tekken, that's why. So yeah, probably playing Genshin Impact tonight. All right, so that's gonna be it for this one, everyone. Have a good one, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Bye for now. I have to find a way to stop my Streamlabs.